There are lots of people out there who aren't aware who to really blame for why GTA 5 Online is the way it is. And for a long time I didn't really know neither, but it's become clear over the months that really it's Take-Two Interactive behind all this evil bullshittery with the shark cards and in-game, air quotations here, microtransactions, but of course the amounts of money are not micro at all. Now, I wasn't going to do this video. I've wanted to do a topic about the shark cards in this series for quite a long time, but I thought it was a bit too late, people are already talking about it and it's gone by me, as it were. But after this recent statement from I think it's, if I'm quite right, the CEO, or as far as we're concerned, the boss of Take-Two Interactive, the people who own Rockstar. Alright, this is from Strauss Zelnick and I shall read it word for word. I will give it a unique voice, but it deserves it. You can't give stuff away for free in perpetuity. There's no business model in that. We are convinced that we are probably, from an industry view, under-monetizing on a per-user basis. But we're not trying to optimize the monetization for everything we do to the 9th degree. My concern is, if you do that, the consumer knows. They might not even know that they know. But they feel it. There is wood to chop because I think we can do more. And we can do more without interfering with our strategy of being the most creative and our ethical approach, which is delighting consumers. We are not going to grab the last nickel. From Strauss Zelnick. Let me break that down for you, just in case it didn't make much sense, because the only way to really understand this statement is if you've ever played the board game Monopoly. And in Monopoly, during your life experience, if you've ever played that game, you're more than likely come across one player who was a Class A cunt, an arsehole, a bastard, somebody who would win constantly because they are ruthless, which is much like the real world when it comes to the economy and the way things run. It's really down to the richest people generally don't give a flying fuck about anybody, apart from themselves and the rich friends. And this is pretty much the smell of this. Strauss, by the looks of it, would have been a great Monopoly player. He would have won many a matches and been slapped around the face many a times for being such an underhanded, cheeky little prick. But unfortunately, throughout GTA's major success, because this is the thing, one half of the community's view of GTA 5 is that it is successful, it's made a load of money, and that microtransactions are okay. And then the more older generation of gamers and community who believe that 1. Go fuck yourself, Rockstar, for being perverse like this. 2. Go fuck yourself, Take-Two Interactive, for making Rockstar do this. And 3. It's gotta stop. This is ridiculous. This is a guy in this statement actually saying that they're not getting enough money per player. They announced last quarter profits of around $100 million per month profit just from shark cards, not from sales of the game. Now, apparently that isn't enough. Yes, yeah. And this is the thing that was said many months, many years ago about GTA 5 and transactions like this. If people let it go by and give it the seal of approval by not really thinking about it, then it's going to get worse. GTA 6 is now doomed. I guarantee it. Any game that's under the hand of T2I, Take-Two Interactive, is just at risk. It's at risk of being milked and milked and milked and milked until the community, or slash the cow, topples over and dies and gives the fuck up. Now, the gaming industry has enough problems without these sort of issues, these money-grabbing, greedy motherfucking issues. But unfortunately, that's the way it is at the moment. Now, quite frankly, there's 2 ways you can approach GTA to playing it. Well, actually, there's 3 ways. 1 is to play it and pay for shark cards, which is the worst way. 2, play it and be skint all the time, which is also a pretty average way, but it's a shit way. The 3rd way is to constantly find cheeky methods of earning money in the game rather than grinding, But either way, it's still grinding, just on a smaller scale. All there is an option for here, I'm just going to throw in, just into the spanner into the works, is how about we don't play the fucking game at all? Now, this is a glorious chance, this is what I've always thought. With any game willing to bastardize itself, to milk every penny from the consumer and turn them into cash cows, rather than considering them as human beings, at that stage, that's a great opportunity for another company to swoop up alongside and just nick a lot of their crowd. Unfortunately, in this situation, it's such a big game when it comes to an open world, shoot them up and whatever you want to describe a game like GTA these days. The budget required is so huge, the skills from the coders required is so huge. It's a massive undertaking. This is why GTA 5 kind of gets away with what it gets away with. It's had so many years and so many talented people work on it, and I don't think they've had the respect they deserve by their game being treated like this by T2I, by having it carved up and ruined. Because as much as I would like to just demonise GTA 5, a part of me really does feel, with the story DLC that was supposed to come out, with the content, it just doesn't add up. It feels like Rockstar wanted to make good content and didn't want to fleece the customers, and it really feels like T2I gave them no choice. Because some of the way that things have panned out during the game, the way things have been released, the timing of stuff, the way that they've approached the game in patches, it really all adds up to that there's always some twat from T2I watching over the Rockstar people just going, "Oi, you, patch that, oi, you, no, turn the price up on that." And it was very obvious when it happened. It was the Ill-Gotten Gains DLC. That's when the switch turned. When someone obviously came in from T2I into Rockstar's buildings and went, "Yes, it's time to turn up the shark cards, push out the cars, it takes you 2 minutes to do, make a car, push it out, we want money." And that's the sad truth of it. GTA turned from being a game with one of the most amounts of potential of any game in the last decade, and then it just got stamped on until the point where it pushed away a lot of the community and just leaving the worst types, creating a whole new community which will more than likely force previous fans of the series to just completely walk away. Which is currently where I am. With my position when it comes to the future of GTA and GTA 6, for example, I have one simple rule for it. If it has shark cards in it, I am not interested. The only way I will be interested, and I might just play it just to see what it's like, because I'm always up for that if I can, is if I can transfer my character from GTA 5, only because I have earned so much money on that character. Doing the sneaky ways, you can all guess at what it was, how I earned the money. But I am now at over 100 million. And quite frankly, that in a way makes me proud but still makes me sad. Because I had to work out a lot of cunning tricks to earn that money. But if I just played the game normally, I had played it how I was playing it years ago, I'd still be poor. I'd still be under 1 million. Rockstar, here's my message to you. Get away from your enslavement. Rockstar is the single most inspiring games company that I've ever known. They've always worked on good games for the sake of good games. Now they're working on good games for the sake of Take-Two's pocket. Yes, a game makes profit. This is what I don't understand by Mr. Zelnick's statement, saying that they need to take more money out of it, and that giving something for free cannot work. Here's one little thing, Strauss, someone might need to tell you. GTA 5 isn't free! I've bought it 3 times now. You have had around £150 to £180 off me just on purchases of the game alone. And you want more. More? More? Yes, you greedy little shit. Go sit down, you're not having any more. And quite frankly, I hope you go bankrupt. So then you can sell Rockstar to a company that won't rape everybody. But then again, knowing our luck, it would get sold to Activision or fucking EA. Rockstar, Do something to stand independent. You don't need this bullshit publisher. You really don't. Now on that note, I just want to throw in a quick apology to my usual subscribers and viewers. I've taken a break from YouTube. I know, I don't announce these things, I just tend to go off randomly and I disappear for a while and people just forget about me. But it's just a thing that happens. I am really deciding on my future here on YouTube. As much as this video wasn't in too high detail, it was just a quick little outlier of a quick message that I think should be heard. I mean, it will never be heard by the people I need to hear it, but at least so the average gamer out there can understand what the real situation is with GTA. Because on the surface, it looks like everything's fine and normal, like this is the way things are supposed to be. But anyone old enough and experienced in video games to know will tell you this is not normal. But unfortunately, it's becoming normal. Yes. So at this point, it's almost too late to turn back. But when it comes to this channel, I'm still in the air of what's going on. If I'm being honest, the only projects I've got planned are for later on in the year. And that's not because I'm going on holiday or anything nice like that, it's genuinely not. It's just that I have no encouragement or enthusiasm to really work here on YouTube at the moment. If you want to catch some, I was going to say entertainment, but I think that's a bit of a strong word for my content. If you want to go see some of that, you can subscribe, it's follow on Twitch, I do apologise. And I will be on Twitch from time to time when I get a few hours here or there. But I shall hopefully still be here on YouTube to the bitter end. If you want to help me in my dilemma, please do leave a comment below. Just what would you like to see? What piece of content isn't being made or could be made better here by me? Because I'm struggling to find a niche. I really am. The drifting stuff was fine, it was fun, but the headaches that come with it. So I really need to get into your brain. I need to pluck your brain for just a moment. Please do leave a comment, you never know, it might be the thing that brings this channel back to life and give it alive and kicking again. But on that note, there is only two things to say at the end of the video. Thanks for watching as always. And two, Strauss Zelnick, you greedy fucking twonk.